This is HANQI ZHAO Charlotte. In today's video, I'm going to talk about socialization and identity. To start with, think of ourselves. What shaped us into the person that we are now? Are we born to be, or we have been affected by the environment? The answer is socialization. Socialization is the lifelong process of learning culture of any society. There are primary socialization and secondary socialization. Secondary socialization refers to socialization which takes place beyond family and close community. There are three significant events I'm going to focus on. Paper money and standing punishment. My changing behavior of backpack and gender preference of subject linked with toy date back to my childhood. Sanctions have already been applied in our daily life, especially in education, which is the key agent of secondary socialization. A sanction is a reward or punishment to encourage social conformity. When I behave well in primary school, teacher would reward me with paper money which can be used to exchange gifts at the end of a semester. Each color stands for a different meaning. However, if I did deviance, which means the failure to conform social norms, for example, I fight with someone, the teacher would punish me to stand in the corner with the feeling of embarrassment and loneliness. That way, most of the students, including me, were socialized to conform social norms in the wider society. Moreover, the peer group is another key agent of secondary socialization. The peer group is a group of people of similar age and status with whom a person often mixed socially. My parent, who concerned about my heavy school bag, always insists me to use trolley school bag. As I move along to the junior high school, there were less and less students choose to use trolley bag. When I was the only one who used the trolley in my class, a friend told me that trolley seemed childish. Afraid of ridicule, I changed to backpack against my parents' will. In that way, wider society norms were confirmed by the peers' acceptance, approval, or even rejection and ridicule. Furthermore, according to Samuel, fashion showed socialism and individualism at the same time. In the case of wearing the same uniform, school bag is one of the ways that students choose to present their fashion pattern. To fit in the peer group, I use backpack. But at the same time, everyone's backpack has a different color and pattern to distinguish from each other. To link the wider society, my changing behavior and student different preference of school bag shows that fashion expresses the belonging and individuality. After that, I passed the entrance exam and became a senior high school student who decided to study humanities subject in the future. I soon recognized the gender imbalance in the class. There were only 12 boys out of 51 students in our class, while it was exactly the opposite situation in the science class. Possible explanation for the gender pattern of curriculum preference is that we boys and girls has been socialized based on the gender stereotype. A gender stereotype is a generalized view of typical or ideal characteristics of men and women. For myself, I could see the difference between my 6-year-old brother and me in nurturing. My brother's toys include the car and Lego, while mine are Barbie's soft toy and kitchen toys. Francis concluded that technical knowledge and skill for boys and communication skills and emotional literacy for girls were developed via certain types of toys. In conclusion, I pick up three significant events from primary school to my senior high school. Paper money and standing punishment introduced the concept of sanction and deviance. My changing behavior of backpack and student different preference of school bag shows that fashion expresses the belonging and individuality. By using Samuel's theory, these two events also represent the key agent in secondary socialization, education, and peer group. Finally, gender preference of subject linked to the toy was explained by the gender stereotype in gender role socialization. This experience, firstly, I learned how to produce and edit my blog. Secondly, I learned how to think in sociological perspective. Look over my life, I discovered several events that construct my identity and let me have insightful understanding of myself.